Hello and welcome to TBA, aka Topic Box Media. I'm your host, Horatio Reese, and let's see what's in our box for today's topic. Well, we got money, we got demons, and we got ghost cards. Which means our topic today is the crowd-pleasing marketing formula for horror movies. Alright, so according to a movie review channel on YouTube named Beyond the Trailer, Paranormal Activity was first screened at 2007 Screamfest Horror Film Festival. The movie made a great lasting impression to the Creative Artists Agency that the CIA signed on to represent and sponsor the director of the film, Oren Peli. In an attempt to find a distributor for the film, the CIA sent out numerous of DVDs to people in the film industry in order to find a potential distributor. The film was not, however, a crowd favorite, as it received poor feedback as it got rejected from the Sundance Film Festival. However, the movie did manage to find some impressions among top executives at DreamWorks such as Steven Spielberg. Afterwards, Paramount Studios began tinkering and modifying the movie in a second attempt to release it at the box office. During the second attempt, many people began walking out of the movie theater and rushing out to their cars because of how scary the movie was. Later on, people began spreading the word to their friends and family, and the movie was picking up support from its fans. The internet also helped spread the popularity of the film even further to millions of people who have access to the web with a click of a button as they began to demand the movie. Now, today's topic isn't going to be based on the Paranormal Activity franchise history. Instead, today's topic will be focusing on the marketing strategy that was used to promote this film, a simple strategy known as a crowd-pleasing formula. For Paranormal Activity, Paramount Studios added silver night vision cameras to record the audience reaction while they were watching the movie. Paramount used this footage towards the film's advantage in the trailer to emphasize the scare factor as their main selling point of the movie. Let's take a look at the trailer to see how they were selling the movie.
What you are seeing is actual footage from a screening of the film Paranormal Activity.
My girlfriend Katie, she thinks there's something in the house, I don't know.
You believe me, right?
Doors are locked, alarm is on.
Something's here. I feel it breathing on me.
Jeez, looks like something big here.
It's not the house. It's me.
You cannot run into this.
Paranormal Activity. Rated R. Starts Friday. Not playing in your area? Demand it at paranormalmovie.com.
This style of marketing is known as a crowd-pleasing formula. For the crowd-pleasing formula, movie companies would take the highlights of the audience reaction for the trailer in order to persuade moviegoers on why they should spend their money to watch this movie. For a personal example of the crowd-pleasing formula in motion, I remember during my senior year in high school, when this movie came out, mostly everyone in my generation had a lot of buzz over this movie's trailer. After watching the trailer, it convinced me that this movie would just scare the hell out of me. And so I rushed into my local movie theater. And besides that, I noticed as I was waiting in line to watch the movie that this trailer helped generate a lot of people's attention and convince them that this movie will be the scariest movie they'll ever witness. For the Paranormal Activity franchise, it continued to use the crowd-pleasing formula as their marketing strategy. Let's take a look at Paranormal Activity 2 trailer. And now let's take a look at Paranormal Activity 3 trailer.
Did you hear that?
What the heck? Did you hear that?
What's that sound?
There's something in here with this guy.
Here.
Katie.
Paranormal Activity 3. Rated R. October 21st.
The franchise of the movie series gained a lot of movie audiences' attention and it became a hugely successful box office hit. So aside from the Paranormal Activities having a lot of hype over it, the overall series received a fair and a good amount of reviews from critics and moviegoers. For example, the first Paranormal Activity received an overall high out of 9 out of 10 stars from Beyond the Trailer. And as the procedures went on, The movies range anywhere from a 3.5 to a 6.5 scale in 1 out of 10 scale from various movie sites such as IMDb or Rotten Tomatoes or some other few out there. It could be argued that the movie had exceeded in what it promised to execute. So far it did manage to scare certain audiences in the movie theaters. Once the Paranormal Activity franchise had a successful marketing strategy, other film companies decided to follow or imitate in order to cash in by implementing the crowd-pleasing formula. One example of this is on February 7, 2010, the series The River used this marketing strategy to kind of get audiences to tune into the program. It promised them scares, and let's take a look at the trailer and see how similar it is and how they use their crowd-pleasing formula.
These people aren't watching the latest scary movie in theaters. They're actually watching the next network television phenomenon. ABC's The River, 2-hour series premiere event, Tuesday, February 7th on ABC.
So at first, the show performed averagely with an overall rating of 6.7 out of 10 stars among reviewers and the audience. Unfortunately, though, as the show progressed, the ratings began to plummet and drop rather than gain. By the third episode, the number of viewers was drastically lower compared to the pilot episode. By the end of the season, the show lost the majority of its viewers, and in the end, the marketing trailer did not help even though the marketing trailer helped people get interest and hype for the show, however, when the audience watched the final product, the show did not live up to its expectations and suffered greatly when it was losing viewers by each week. Now, this was not just the only time a horrible movie/TV series that gained a lot of popularity through its trailer ended up being a big letdown. Let's take a look at another example that used this marketing strategy.
On December 15th, 2011, hundreds of people gathered at a church in Pasadena, California, for an exclusive screening of the movie, The Devil Inside.
I believe my mother is possessed.
I'm your daughter.
It's against God's will, you know. The itsy bitsy.
That was insane. If you really want to help your mother, you need to see a real exorcism.
Down takes the wind.
I'm freaked out now. Intense.
What's
4 voices.
What does that mean?
Multiple demonic possessions.
I'm not gonna sleep.
It just freaked me out. She's gonna have to like spend the night. I'm gonna be so scared.
The Devil Inside, rated R, in theaters this Friday.
Despite drawing people in with an interest from the trailer, that alone did not stop audience and critics from criticizing the movie. Internet moviegoers and Rotten Tomatoes give this movie 1 out of 5 stars. So it didn't really did its job in scaring people as it promised it would do. And aside from that, after it was released, it did manage to top the box office on the first weekend of its release, but however, it dropped drastically on its second week due to its poor storyline. So lastly, we got WWE Studios. WWE decided to use its crowd-pleasing formula in an attempt to cash in on the success of the marketing strategy. They used this marketing device on the recent horror film Barricade.